Hi guys, hello, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hello everyone. This is our new moon in Pisces reading, intuitive reading, and I'm very curious what wants to come out. This new moon happens on the 13th of March, and I'm just going to give you a few insights because this new moon affects our feet, our toes, our pineal gland, and also, of course, pineal gland is connected to the third eye, and it also affects endorphin and melatonin production. So why is this so important? Because endorphins, of course, keep us very happy if there's enough of them. If there's not so much, that's not good. We need that balance. And with the melatonin, this has to do with our circadian rhythm and also with our sleeping patterns, but also if you're female with menstruation, actually. So the melatonin and the sleeping rhythm, this is especially important because if you do have a lot of cell phone time, for example, and because of the exposure to the blue rays that are coming from your phone, you can use filters to stop that basically. It starts to mess with your sleeping rhythm, and you may not be able to maintain a healthy melatonin how am I going to say this, production or dose, so that you can actually sleep through the night and sleep properly, right? And this is very important, and especially the reason I'm mentioning the organs and what this is related to is because they're more sensitive around that time. That's why place special care and attention to that. And if you feel you can't really sleep, then check those things, right? That can be very helpful, definitely. And it's also with that new moon in Pisces is the heightened sensitivity. Of course, it's a water sign, so it's all about emotions and perception of your surroundings. You may be a lot more sensitive to your surroundings and to whatever else happens in the world, okay? And with that, also insecurity can be coming up, or the feeling of maybe you're feeling like not really doing much, or not doing so much, not so active, but rather passive, and allowing for the world to show you wherever you need to go. And this is fine too, right? To go wherever life takes you, but just be aware of it, right? Especially when you want to do something right now and bring something to existence and it just doesn't happen. Just give yourself that time, okay? That's why I'm saying it. I'm not saying you can't do it. It's just like information that you can work with and that may be helpful to you. Okay, but it's also great for imagination. For example, if you are creating, that's amazing because this will be heightened, like your imagination. And also when you're on a spiritual quest, especially with that third eye, it can really make you dive deep into those matters. Okay, we're going to ask my beautiful cards here and Spirit what they have to say regarding the energies of this full moon, and also how do we best work with the energies and what is to come. So here we go, guys. Oh my God. We have the Queen of the Moon with Serenity. That is interesting. She's really holding the moon, like she's really working with the moon, and she has found her serenity. Number 41 breaking down to a 5, which is change. So there's a lot of change. That is no secret that is happening right now, but that can also be felt internally, right? It's not just collectively, but it's also internally inside of you that is happening, like a lot of change. And this may bring up a lot of stuff, such as I already mentioned, insecurities, but this is all coming up so you can stand in your serenity and shine your light. And she's so confident, right? She's almost like the high priestess. And this is so funny because the third eye here is very prominent here, and that those intuitive insights are really strikingly present. You may even perceive messages. The way this is coming through is from outer space, so I'm just going to say it. Yeah. This is also about allowing yourself the time it takes to unfold. Yeah, because they're drawing my eye to the cosmic egg here, so it's really like allowing yourself to be ready, like before you come out that egg. Yeah. What else, please? What else? Yeah, finding your serenity, finding what's right for you. No. What else, please, for our Pisces new moon? Thank you. Oh, wow. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. This is interesting. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords, which is that very much describing to me like the circumstances right now. People are just going bananas, and rightfully so, I have to say, because it brings up a lot of shadow what's happening right now, and especially when you're sensitive to that, and a lot of people start to become more sensitive to what's going on. It can be a lot. It can even be like overwhelming, right? But the Wheel of Fortune at the same time reminds us that all things have its place. These three females here are representing past, present, and future. So they're all intertwined, and they're all, this is something about fate, you know, a fated event, something that is meant to be, something that is meant to be happening right now for the evolution. And again, I'm getting that this card brings a lot of peace and a lot of foresight with it. And it's so interesting that it's right below sovereignty, because when you tap yourself in, you perceive things differently and you see things from a different angle, but it also gives you the chance to get a lot of clarity with the Ace of Swords on where it is that you really stand. To some of you, this is really talking about finding your voice. Some of you may be coming out of the spiritual closet and actually admitting to your family and friends, hey, I believe in God, I believe in spirit, I believe in whatever it is that you believe in, right? And really speaking your truth. And this may start out small, you know, with a little mouse here who's on a battlefield, who can hardly be hurt, right? But eventually she will be heard, and she will grow, and she will stand in her power and in her serenity, or he. And that which may have seemed frightening before, because when someone like this is running towards like a little mouse, this may seem frightening, but it isn't so, is what they're saying. It isn't so. And again, this has to do with you really tapping into that higher wisdom, coming to terms with yourself and getting that clarity here, getting that clarity. Because often when we're faced with stuff like that, this makes us realize a lot of things. A lot of shadow may be coming up too, right? For you to look at, for you to, you know, accept that, to see, okay, this is kind of ugly to look at, this is not nice to look at, right? Whatever you are perceiving, these are maybe not the nicest sides of people are showing currently. And then there's other awesome sides of people that come out just because of that challenge. And that's, I believe the difficulty here is to really look and be real with yourself and really be like, okay, what is going on? How do I feel? Where do I want to take my stand? And this is not necessarily on either side. This mostly to me means internally, where do I stand with myself? What are my values? And how do I choose to present myself to the world? And how do I show up in my day-to-day life? That's what that means to me, and being aware of these things. And yes, it can be tough to look at, for sure, but it also teaches us a lot, and it leads to sovereignty here. Yeah. Okay, my friends, I really hope this was helpful and or insightful to you. And yeah, sending you much love, light, and shadow. Until next time, bye.